Yo, so the opinions and views expressed in this podcast are that of our own and the future Bachelor podcast only, and not affiliated with any outside party or entity or anything like that. This fun podcast, though, may include some adult language.
Future Bachelor podcast.
You know what time it is, right, V?
I do.
It's that time to talk about Bachelor stuff on our show! Haha, yes, and before we start talking about Bachelor YouTube, why don't you go ahead and subscribe, smash that thumbs up button, and hit that notification bell so you can get notified every time we drop new Bachelor content just like this. And if you just did, huge shout out to you. Air horns for you. Guys.
Can't with you.
Why? Get used to it.
It's so ridiculous.
Get used to it. This is our show now. V, now that everyone's gone ahead and subscribed and smashed that thumbs up button and hit that notification bell, what do we got for Bachelor stuff this week?
So, Dale is in a movie called Love Game. Dale, as in, from Claire's season, famously known for hopping off, like ending her season early.
Which is so interesting about this Bachelor Nation cast of people. Like sometimes you just forget about how I've like barely remembered Dale as he came back into my memory again. I was just forgetting him, and then he comes back.
Right.
But yeah, I had sent this over. I'm sure you would have seen it eventually, but it came across my feed, and I was like, "What is this?" And it was like someone was like, "This is exactly what he wanted." This was the whole point, right?
I mean, yeah, he started out as being a Party City or whatever, costume model. I mean, he originally played football. He played football. He's been a model. I think he does some fitness influence-y kind of stuff, whatever. But now he's going on this, it's called Love Game Match. It's going to be, he's a tennis coach, I think, at a school, high school or something. And he falls in love with a fellow teacher named Liz after they're put together to work on some sort of carnival or some shit. Who's to say? But it just it's on some, I think it's going to be on some random streaming surface. It's going to just be one of those random straight to streaming shitty rom-com movies. And
I love how there's still a straight to DVD market, but no DVDs left.
There's no DVDs now.
So it's not straight to your other
straight
streaming.
To the corners of
streaming.
I don't know, Netflix or Hulu,
right? Or
maybe not even that, just Roku, or whatever's on your smart TV.
Yeah, IMDb. Or something. They have some good movies on there if you're willing to watch the commercials between them. But what the hell? Sometimes I'm this is crazy. They got me back on watching 5-minute long commercials.
Damn it. They tricked me.
It took them 15 years, but they got me back on watching television again.
Good.
Yeah. So, I think, I wonder what Claire thinks about this. What do you think? She's watching this and rolling her eyes, or she's I'm proud of him?
I think she's over it. I feel like she's probably just oh, Dale?
Yeah, I wonder what she's up to these days. Last time we saw her, she was on that.
Who was she dating or whatever?
Oh,
she was dating.
It was one of those guys from Bachelor in Paradise or something.
Yeah, it was the older one, hot one, whatever. But I don't know if that's still a thing. I feel like she makes her appearance here and there when she feels like she needs to, get the bag, I suppose. But
yeah, I mean, if she's hot, but I think she's got a little bit of that crazy in her. So it's hard. It's hard to phase that out. But do you think you'll watch this movie?
I mean, this feels like the kind of movie that if I'm hanging out with the gals and we're just paging through dumb movies, if we're maybe doing a craft or doing something else, it would be one of the ones that we would put on in the background and then judge as we're doing something else.
Yeah.
That's the vibes I'm getting from it.
Yeah, this seems like something that me and Andy will just pop on and just enjoy,
Yeah, I think it's going to be one of the because me and my gal pals have done where we've created bingo for shitty holiday movies and stuff. So I feel like that could be of the similar, while we were like making holiday ornaments. So it wasn't like,
What do you
it's
think?
like
What do you think of his acting though in the trailer?
bad.
That's it.
I mean, the trailer, my thing is like, is there even a point to me seeing this movie? The trailer was like 4 minutes long and it pretty much told every main, it's like beginning, middle, end. I'm like, what? Like,
Exactly. And honestly, when it comes to trailers, it's like they use the best parts of that movie. So if it's already bad just with the trailer, I mean, gosh, it's just
yeah, when it comes to trailers, size matters.
yes. Oh,
Like,
okay. I see what you did there. V, before we move on to the next one, if you guys think that this is going to be a good movie or if you're going to watch it, just let us know in the comments below what you think about Dale. If you like Claire, whatever it is, get us in the comments so we can so we can have a conversation around this because,
right.
Honestly, what if it is good? What if it's like, get some like,
what if it's like
Emmy nominated,
a dark horse?
Oscars, what if he's up there with like Chris Rock next year or something? Who knows?
Damn.
Seen crazier stuff on there. Anyways, V, what else we got for Bachelor Nation news?
So this past weekend was Stagecoach, which is, known round the Bachelor Nation as being kind of the hot spot of Bachelor Nation folks mixing and mingling. And it was very well known and documented how Balake formerly, had some iffy situations with who he was talking to, who he wasn't talking to, who he was hooking up with, who he wasn't hooking up with back in like 2019 or whatever. But now, redemption arc for Balake. He performed at Stagecoach, which we like even talked about on the show prior. He was at, I think, the Honky Tonk area stage, whatever, and he did some DJing. And he definitely catered to his audience, which was mostly young women who, feel some kind of way about him, and was playing like things like Katy Perry's California Girls, some Taylor Swift
Yeah, he's
hits.
a corny ass DJ. Like, I'd be honest.
Corny
like,
as hell. I know, we saw the TikToks of him.
Yeah.
And he's all like, and it's like this, and it's the stupidest like drop of like literally like a Taylor Swift song to like, I don't know, like an Alesso song.
Yeah,
Like,
I don't know. But it was just like, dude, come on. At least have the actual audio playing. Like, don't be playing it from your computer speakers being like, you feel that? You feel that? Come on. Like the whole, like,
Boo.
yeah. And he's just too hype about his own stuff. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, what? Tell us what you did here.
you need to be a lame DJ? Is that what you're trying to say? You gotta like be a humble DJ? Like, it's okay. Like,
No, I'm just saying though, like, tell us how you did it. What are you doing here? Like, you're turning a knob. Like, did you make this mix? Are you actually mixing it? Is it your friend's mix? Is it just the two songs? I have no idea.
yeah, are you just literally like fading in, fading out?
You guys should see my face because that's the face he was making. He was just like,
Yeah, it was weird.
Yeah.
It was weird, like a little like pterodactyl
exactly.
face.
But yeah, I mean, he might be doing it though. Like, I mean, I think about crazier things like, the Jersey Shore, and now you got DJ Pauly D. Like, he's one of the biggest DJs. Like, you could go out and have like, gigs anywhere.
I think he makes decent money. Like he is at nightclubs and stuff. Like he's like kind of like a thing.
Yeah, I mean, Blake is nowhere close to where Pauly D was as far as like TV fame. But I mean, being a DJ, I think is a smart thing to do coming off of one of those shows. Like, I feel like I would be able to make mad money coming off that show just being
right.
a DJ.
Well, because like as I said, like obviously he had a packed set because there's people like especially women who want to see him and like are gonna enjoy that kind of like break from a lot of like, I mean, Stagecoach is mostly country music. So I think it gets that pull, and plus like, that there's gonna be other Bachelor Nation people there. It definitely, he's thinking. And he also had his girlfriend, Gigi from Love is Blind, at his set, and I guess she was on stage for like the first bit in like her little outfit and stuff.
Oh my God. But that is an upgrade from where she was with her with Damien or whatever his name was from the show.
I mean, whatever. Yeah, Damien.
Yeah.
We can say some things about Damien.
Well, anyways, I mean, that's cool. Did you hear anything else coming out of Bachelor Nation? I saw some outfits. I saw some people there.
Not really. And like part of me is like, what if there's more shit that goes down at Stagecoach? Do you think they're like hanging on to it until Bachelor in Paradise? Or it seemed pretty run of the mill. It seemed like all the different like couples and stuff were there. That couple Chris, who like, you know, got called out by Jasenia, I believe, or whoever on Bachelor in Paradise with the girl that he was with. They were there together. Like Katie was there, like all those folks. So I wonder if like any of the mixing and mingling will make its way to Bachelor in Paradise this upcoming year. And we still don't really have like an exact timeline for Bachelor in Paradise, but I feel like the Bachelor in Paradise social accounts like keeps like starting to post a little bit more. And I wonder if they were all like, well, it's Stagecoach. Like, let's start.
Yeah, I didn't see
much people's minds.
Much drama rumors coming out of it. But do you think that like maybe this whole like festival culture is becoming kind of corny? I mean, obviously it is.
Oh, for sure.
But do you think the allure of it is like fading away? Like, is it like for kids now? Like adults doing it kind of look like ridiculous?
Yeah, like I feel like I've listened to like one of the podcasts I listened to is The Bitch Bible by Jackie Schimmel, and like she's based out of LA, and like her husband works like he's a music producer, has like produced songs for like One Direction, Harry Styles, a bunch of other like major pop stars. And like so she talks about how she's been Coachella and stuff, and she's like she didn't go to Coachella this year, and she's all like, obviously when I go to Coachella, like I'm going like artist passes because of my husband. And she's like, I would never want to do it any other way. She's like, she's like, if you're over the age of like 35 and you're at Coachella, like there's something wrong. Like you shouldn't even like it's just, I feel like that's like in general, like I used to go to Lollapalooza in Chicago all the time. And I still have like some friends that like go now. And like, there's definitely like, there's an allure to go to like stuff like that. And I just think the crowds have been getting younger and younger, and like with the prevalence of all these influencers and influence deals when it comes to things like Coachella, Stagecoach, etc., I feel like it's just been getting more and more vapid, and it's like, could we just like enjoy the music without people making content everywhere? Like, I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, just because I feel like back in the day it was like celebrities. Now it's just like influencers, and then what's next? It's just like wannabe influencers. Like,
yeah,
you know.
I mean, yeah, that's like, and like I do my little satire on my Instagram of calling like fake influencer hours, where I do like fake hauls and stuff like that. But like that's because it's like literally that, because I'm like, this is like such a wild industry that's like so prevalent right now.
Yeah, I mean, it's more of just like the whole outfit, getting in front of the Ferris wheel for your one picture or whatever, and
right,
and
like bringing in your little heels to take your picture in, and then like putting them in your back, like having like a little ring light with you to like make sure, you know.
That's crazy. Well, that sounds like a lot of fun, guys. If you got any dirt from Stagecoach or Bachelor Nation, write it in the comments below, because we need to know. I want to know the scoop before going into Bachelor in Paradise, because if it pops up, it'll be some fun for us. All right, well, that's pretty much what we got for Bachelor Nation news, right?
Yeah.
All right, we'll see you next week with that stuff.
Future Bachelor Podcast.